to my first ever day in the life of a marketing associate working from home edition. It's very, very rare in our company, or at least in my position, that I am able to work from home. So today is one of those special occasions, and I'll be taking you through what I do, which I haven't done in a while. There's been a lot of changes, so I'm gonna be excited to fill you in on those changes, and I'm gonna be showing you guys a little bit more in depth about what I am doing, like working on my projects, systems, and things that we use in order to get tasks done. So it's going to be very different because, like I said, this is a work from home edition. I'm not working on a work computer, like a computer given to me from my work. This is my personal laptop, so there's certain things that I can't access. So it is a little bit restrictive, and we are in the process of trying to get me a laptop to work from home, but it may not even be that long that I'm working from home. With that being said, let's jump into this day. I have my handy dandy little notebook here, and I always, you guys know, am a fan of making my list. So I'm gonna start off by opening up my email. It's like first thing in the morning, like I said, so it's like 8:30 right now, and I'm going to go through my emails, see what sort of stuff I need to respond to, follow up on certain projects. So yeah, it should be really fun. So let's get this day started. So something that I like to do, they're mowing outside, great. Something that I like to do no matter when is any leftover items that I didn't get to complete from the day prior. It's all the stuff right here that hasn't been checked off. I will highlight that and then I'll carry it on to the next day. So that's just helpful for me to be able to keep track of like anything that I didn't complete, and you know, just so nothing slips through the cracks. And then another thing that helps me keep track of where everything is and what I have to do for the day is when I'm going through my emails, I flag everything, and then there's an option to view only flagged emails, and then I'll use that as sort of my to-do list, because I don't always like to write down every single email. Some of them are really minor and don't take a lot of effort to respond to, so I'm not going to put that as a to-do list unless it's part of a big project and saying that I need to follow up on that certain email. So that's what I like to do. So it's kind of like having two sets of to-do lists, but it really works for me and it really helps me keep track of things. Okay, so to kind of fill you in on the changes since my last day in a life video, which has been forever. So full disclosure here, guys, the reason why I haven't been doing the day in the life videos is because I actually am no longer allowed to film inside the building. The only opportunities that I could get to do a day in the life while I'm actually doing my work is during work from home days. So that's just simply because we are a private company, and so that's also the reason to why I can't give specific answers. I can't put where I work. I can't, you know, show you exactly what I'm working on. So I try to do my best to show you everything that I'm working on without exposing any information. Please try to understand that as you're watching this video. I'm just trying to give you a very broad general overview of what a marketing associate does and what their sort of responsibilities and tasks are. I hope it helps you, and I hope if you do have any questions, you could still ask me in the comments below. I will still try to do my best to answer to the best of my ability, and you know, I still love when you guys leave me comments and stuff. Don't forget to do that. So that's one update, and then another update is that I am actually a senior marketing associate now. So what that means is that I am in charge of overseeing all the promotional aspects of our site, and I do have someone else on my team, and she's awesome. She works with me in making the promotionals for the pet campaigns, so that's just awesome. Like, that's something that I'm so grateful for and so happy to be doing right now. With that comes a lot more responsibility and a lot more projects, and I just have to look at the promotions more carefully to really make sure that we are maximizing our revenue. So that's something that's changed since the last time. and I just wanted to give you guys a little update, fill you in for today's to-do list. Today's a Monday, so beginning of the work week. Mondays are always busy. We always have so many meetings. They're always through Zoom regardless, so it's going to be the same format today. I'm just going to log into Zoom and get going with that. But our Monday morning meetings are basically to talk about what we have on our plate for this week and if we need anything from anybody else in the team, and kind of give people the status of projects that we have that are ongoing. So that's something that we are going to be going through, and I'm going to be taking you through this Monday morning. And on my personal to-do list, I have to create the promotional calendar for June, and that's always fun, trying to pick and choose which products I think would go best on sale and different ways to market these products. That is definitely high up there on my to-do list. Another thing about being a marketing associate is, like I said in some of my previous videos, there are different aspects of a marketing job. So my main focus is promotions, but once in a while I will get something that is not related to promotions and is actually more tailored towards UX or UI, so user interface, user experience. And luckily I get to work on one of these projects this week, so I'm in the process of building out a different portion of the site so that we can drive to it during promotions. So my computer's like, come on, time to work. So that is something that I'm going to be working on. It's more of me directing. I'm not doing any of the coding. I am not doing any of the back-end work. I'm just asking different parts of our team to do this sort of thing, what I want to see out of the page, and how to access it and what's going to be on it. So I'm just sort of directing where I want this page to go and how I want it to look like, but definitely not doing anything on the back end. There are marketing associate jobs that are like that, and you can work directly in UX UI, but that does require like coding and knowing stuff like that. And then the rest is just going to be smaller day-to-day things. These things are going to be a little bit harder because I don't have access to our internal computer system that allows me to do this, so some of the stuff I may not even be able to do. So I'm just leaving that tentative, and I'm going to be asking my team to, you know, sort of work with me in deadlines so that we can still get this on time, but it's not going to be immediate as we had hoped. So that's just some of the things that I'm going to be doing today. I'm so happy to be doing one of these videos again, guys. I love making day in the life videos just to take you guys with me and sort of see what a marketing associate does. So let's get jumping on these emails and start responding to them, and then we can get going and probably be meeting time by then.
Alright guys, look at that, 10 o'clock on the dot, virtually.
Okay, that was a long meeting, longer than usual actually. So usually that meeting is typically around 45 minutes. It took an hour and 5 minutes today, so it's good. We got everything that we needed from each other. Sort of had to follow up with my manager with some of the projects that I'm working on. Obviously, as you guys saw, this is my first time working from home, so I had a really awkward setup, although did get multiple messages saying that my lighting was on point, so thanks to the ring light that I'm using. So if you guys want me to do a how to make your Zoom like appearance better video, then I could definitely do that, because I do have some tips that I would love to share with you guys. But aside from that, the meeting went really well. Now I know exactly where we're going with some of the projects that I'm working on, and I did get heads up from my manager that I will be receiving a computer today, so it will be a little bit easier to work on those things that I couldn't access prior to this meeting. That will be the plan for today, and just keep chugging along on my projects. And like I said, I will be able to give you a more in-depth view of what I will be working on today. So should be lots of fun. Very, very busy day. Okay, I am actually going to get a little snack because I did not make breakfast this morning and I am very hungry. Let's go make a snack and I'll be back to getting to work. I think the best part about working from home so far is being able to see this little guy all the time. All right, so I just got a text from my manager saying that my laptop is ready, so I'm gonna go stop by my work and pick that up so I can get going on those other projects that I need the internal drive for. So I'm gonna go do that and then I'll be back. Okay, so I just got back home and I picked up my laptop. So this one is able to connect to my laptop or my computer at work, and I can access all the files. So that's gonna be really nice. So let me get that set up and we can keep going with these projects. All right guys, today's been a crazy day. A lot crazier than I thought. If I knew it was gonna be like this, I probably wouldn't have chosen today to film. But it was a learning experience. It was a learning curve. First day working from home and you know, just first day filming it too. So I didn't really get that much footage of me working, but I will sort of give you a recap of what I did, like my main projects. So my biggest thing today was more so answering the day-to-day stuff. The day-to-day stuff includes like banner resizes, stuff that goes on the website. I get to approve it and make sure everything looks good, that the copy is correct, that the images looked right. Those are all tied to promotions, and so I approve that stuff and it's part of my role. And that stuff, the day-to-day, is really what has to be responded to immediately, because if there's any changes, the turnaround has to be really quick, and those are the things that get affected more than the larger projects, which yes, they are larger, yes, they are very important, but at the same time we have a longer timeline for those projects. So that's why I didn't really work on those today, especially with this whole computer situation, which was just crazy. It did take a lot of time out of my day, so I wanted to make sure that I responded to those emails first. Proofing the newsletter that goes out, that's also part of my day-to-day. So we send out to a certain audience and I make sure that the editorial is correct. I make sure that the item that we have running on that day is correct and that the banner is correct. So similar to banner approvals, but this is a little bit more in depth because I also have to check like links and stuff like that, make sure they go to the right place. So that's something that I definitely had to get done today. Big part of my day. I'm the last stop before it goes out to the audience, so I definitely have to check that very meticulously and make sure it all looks good. So let's see. Ooh, gotta do that. I'm happy I looked this over. Something else that I have to do on Monday specifically is send out our schedule of promotions to a different department. We have to make sure that those promotions don't conflict with their content that they're going to be sending out to those same days. So I always send a preview of what's going to be running the next week so that we know that there's no conflict. So that's actually something that I have to do today before I sign off. Also related to some of the bigger projects, like I said, I'm going to be helping build out a new portion of the website. So I had to request content from graphics. I had to work with the copy team in order to get that stuff going. So that was really fun. That part is like the exciting part of my day. Get a little bit more creativity with that and sort of get to have fun with it. And then other than that, it was just like making edits to coupons and making edits to banners. So a little bit smaller stuff. So that is what my day looked like, guys. And not only was it wouldn't have been really crazy, I probably would have been able to get more done, but I did have to pick up my laptop. So that actually was what caused it to be a little bit crazier. So there and back was 40 minutes, and then I get home and I can't log in to my laptop. The password is just not working. So that's just a whole thing. I'm still working on my personal computer. Finally, when we get the password working, I can't log in to another portion that I need. So needless to say, I was not able to get that other stuff that I specifically needed the laptop for. So I'm currently still working on my personal laptop. But hopefully next time you guys will have a much smoother view of what my day looks like working from home. So I will be doing another one of these because it was still fun. I like the freedom to be able to talk to you guys, definitely explain more about what my projects are. I know you guys are very, very interested in more of the details. So I hoped I was able to provide you guys with more details and more content relating to my personal tasks and duties throughout the day, more than I would be able to if I was doing it from the office. So I really hope you guys like this video. If you do and you want me to do more day in the life work from home videos, then please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate every single one of you who do subscribe. So I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys next Monday. Bye guys.